By the way, just to change to a happier topic, we think someone shit on the floor of the bathroom.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, and
what are you talking about?
We have a little private bathroom that we use for guests, and I've given permission for the staff to use it. But someone has done the ultimate foul. Look, this shit on the floor.
How could they miss that?
And look at the bowl, Robin. If you can see that, not only did they shit on the floor, pan up, they shit all over the bowl.
Oh my God!
How do you do that? How does that happen?
It.
I've never in my entire life shit like that.
I just passed Tim in the hall. He looked a little guilty, but I'm not saying
Tim. Please come in and admit your guilt.
And just mess up.
Because I'm going to have to fire Tim, and I love Tim.
I didn't say it's Tim, but maybe this person.
Tim, if it's you, just tell me.
Okay, I shit. Okay, we all happy now?
Now let me ask you something.
No, I gotta go.
No, but what? Okay, so you admit you did it, but why all over the wall? And
no, I cleaned it up.
But what happened? Were you sick?
Yeah, I was sick.
You were really?
Yeah, I was sick, really sick.
But how do you spray out like that? I've never done that.
I was really sick, and I thought I cleaned it, but I was really sick.
I knew I was in trouble, and it was going to explode. So I grabbed. I had the New York Times and the Daily News in the car in the front seat.
Times is a much bigger target.
And I threw it under on my seat. And I exploded in my suit, man. But it all got on the newspapers.
Wow.
And then,
Did you have to throw this shit away, or did you clean it?
Oh, I threw it out. I threw it out, man.
But how did you get them from your car?
The next one,
my
because
house?
you're not going to get to it.
Yeah.
Lieberman was a reporter, and he shit during a report. Like on the air, he was talking to somebody, he shit his pants, and then he went back in the truck. He thought he cleaned it up. He went in the truck, and the woman's like, "There's brown shit on your sock." It's a funny story. We're thinking about doing a show of all bad shitting stories.
Good morning, everybody. Yeah. Okay. No, I was just listening to the wrap-up show from last Wednesday when after Tim, I guess everybody who listens to the show knows that Tim was the guy who confessed to shitting all over the bathroom.
I think the world knows.
Yeah, the whole world knows. And oh my God, I was just listening, like Ronnie. I know a lot of stuff about Ronnie. I didn't know this one. This is from the wrap-up show. I don't know if you heard it, Rob.
No, I didn't.
I got this bad attack, which must have happened to him also, and I thought I could control it.
Hot peppers?
I don't know, but I could. What happened was, I knew I was in trouble. And it was going to explode. So I grabbed. I had the New York Times and the Daily News in the car in the front seat.
Times is a much bigger target.
And I threw it under my on my seat, and I exploded in my suit, man. But it all got on the newspapers.
Wow.
And then
did you have to throw the suit away? Or did you clean it?
Oh, I threw it out. Oh, fucking threw it out, man.
But how did you get though from your car to your house?
To my house?
Yeah.
You ever see how people walk like little tiptoes, like this, with your
ass?
legs closed together? You know,
My God, shitting stories. There's a million.
Wow.
Yeah, I have. Thank God, knock on. What is this, Formica? I've never had that issue. I know you had.
I had my issue, but it didn't hit walls.
No. I am so flabbergasted by that whole event. I can't even tell you. And then I saw Tim. I don't know where, like AGT.
He was telling me he was at AGT. I talked to him over the weekend.
And then he put out his hand to shake my hand. I was like, no.
And that's what he said, that, he said his life was ruined by that story because everybody at AGT shunned a handshake.
They did. John Lieberman was on the wrap-up show, the same show as Ronnie, and everyone was sort of sitting around the round table and sharing stories.
I was a reporter in Albuquerque, New Mexico, 1997. We had the Balloon Fiesta, which is this national balloon thing with hot air balloons, started at 5 a.m. on a Saturday morning. The night before, I was out drinking, and then we used to have this little lady come in to the station with homemade breakfast burritos every morning at 4 in the morning.
It's a recipe for disaster.
So I stop at the breakfast
storm.
burritos. I have one of those. I'm hungover. I'm out doing a live shot at like 5:01. I'll never forget it. I'm interviewing a cop, and all of a sudden, I just feel my insides start to come out. You can see it on my face on the air, but you don't hear anything. anything. Afterwards, so I'm done interviewing the cop. I hurried up. He's talking about traffic in and out. I'm not even really listening. I go right to the porta potty and I take off my underwear, take off my socks, throw it in the porta potty, thinking that nobody's ever going to notice anything. I get back in the live truck and I had a female camera.
What was it? Was it you threw your pants in? So
No, my underwear.
No.
I throw my underwear.
You just came out nude.
I throw my underwear and my socks in there. Okay?
But you must still smell like shit.
Well, I thought that I was clean, much like Tim probably thought. I get back in the live truck. I'll never forget this. My camera woman was a woman named Lynn French, and I cross my legs in the live truck. I'm writing a script, and she goes, "What's that brown on your ankle?" And I'm like, So, of course, now I have to come clean to Lynn. She's on the phone to the station. Everybody's laughing back at the station.
Oh, my God.
These are some of the funniest stories.
I know. Well, Sal actually made a good point for once on the wrap-up show. Was talking about how Tim kind of is like an ADD kind of guy, because after something like that goes down and you've just shit all over the walls and the light switch and everything, like I think Tim is always so busy that he's just he just moved on to the next thing. This has to be his worst nightmare.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
Is Howard.
I know, not to mention.
This is that thing you just want to go away that won't. It just keeps growing.
Well, it's not going to go away because it's ridiculous. I mean, people were talking to me about it all weekend because it's ridiculous. It's like, how do you shit all over a wall and a light switch? I mean, and the toilet is just covered in shit. I mean, it's just impossible to do. I couldn't even replicate that if I tried. I mean, the spray was crazy.
It was an explosion.
And I love when Tim explains it, but he doesn't really.
Right.
Like we still don't know where his ass was. Was it on the bowl? Was he above
See, I can't imagine it being on the bowl.
Yeah, I can't
and getting
either.
So high up.
But he says he was on it.
He doesn't know.
He's in a coma. Yeah, I was thinking about it all weekend. I'm not done interviewing Tim about that.
Oh, dear.
Because I don't understand it. I don't understand how you leave, and I don't understand how that it happens in the first place. I honestly don't. It's just never happened to me. What?
My understanding is that Tim's just really, really upset about this.
Oh, he's had
He is.
Yeah, I
am
told
too. You that he told me his life is destroyed.
Like he, like they talked about it on the Superfan the other night.
Oh, did they?
Because it was the biggest thing that happened last week.
Right.
And I think Tim was upset that they spent too much time on it.
Oh, I wonder what they said.
Wonder what they said. What do you think they said?
That's what Jason just said. That's exactly what Jason said. He goes, what do you think we said?
It's the craziest thing ever. I wouldn't leave that bathroom until every bit of evidence was gone.
Well, I have to admit, I was like, I don't want to come back to work if that's what's going on.
Yeah, I don't either. How do I get out of here? How do I get out of here? That's crazy.
What does the room look like now? Did anybody ever get to clean the walls?
Where are we at with that? Gary, is there shit still on the walls? Or did someone get in there with some bleach? That's what I would do. I would get bleach and paint.
Yeah, you got to get disinfectant. You got to wash that place down.
Where are we at with that room?
I'm going to send John Lieberman in because he could explain it.
Oh.
It's still not well.
Oh, it's ruined.
Yeah, they might as well tear down the room.
John, where are we at with the wall? I mean, and what condition is the bathroom in, honestly?
And how do we get it fixed?
Right.
The thing is, it stained the walls so much that it's going to take an intense cleaning.
What would do it? Bleach?
To get it off. Maybe bleach, ammonia, and under the railing, there's still a lot of residue of...
What's this railing?
It's
there's
like
a rail around, the room.
Like a handicap rail?
It's like the handicap rail, which it appears maybe Tim grasped onto it. Maybe he was having such a violent episode that he grasped the rail.
Oh, my God. Look at that rail.
Yeah.
Well, how did she get up on there?
Now what?
Well, if it was on the light switch, this is nothing.
Robin.
See the remnants right there by the round circle end of the rail?
Yeah.
Yes.
But if you trail that to the right along the railing, all under there, that's all, it's not rust. That's feces under there that is now dried. That's how bad it was.
Look, it's still
filthy. What we need? We need those people who clean up after a murder.
It's like a crime scene.
Yes.
Wow. Oh. Oh, my God.
Oh, wow. Look at the wall. Oh.
It's got to be painted.
Can I have an amnesty that I'm not going to get fired by Tim for continually pursuing this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not getting fired. You're a newsman, and you got to go after the news.
Well, you know what your next story should be, John?
What's that, Robin?
It's to get somebody from maintenance in there and show them what happened,
right,
and ask how we get it cleaned.
It's a good story.
Absolutely. That is it. And
Why, have you been pressured to not do the Tim story?
I have not been pressured.
All
no,
right.
I have
There you
not
go.
been pressured. I have obtained the surveillance video.
Go ahead.
Of Tim Sabean from 5 different camera angles.
Oh, my goodness.
Of what you can see. And let me just review the key points for you, Howard.
Okay.
One of those is at 8:14:47, you see Tim entering the kitchen outside the compound. Now, Tim's argument is that he was in a huge rush, that he had this explosion. He spends 41 seconds in the kitchen, according to the videotape. Then he enters the compound and stops for another 27 seconds to speak to Ronnie, Richie Wilson, Lee Garowitz, and Rob Martin, and then finally enters the bathroom about a minute and a half after he first entered the kitchen.
So your point being that he was in no real rush.
I deal with facts, and the facts show that he doesn't appear to be in any huge rush to
Or
go into the
distress.
toilet or distress. However, he enters the bathroom at 8:16:30 that morning,
ahead.
and he spends roughly 7 minutes in the bathroom.
All right, well, there you go.
When he exits the bathroom, he stops and talks to Greg Carmel, the cameraman, briefly, and then he walks through the frame back here into the Stern compound. Now, here is another key piece of video. He's caught on video looking around the bullpen area almost as if he feels like he's been caught doing something, but he hasn't.
Right.
And he has this look on his face, kind of a startled look. So he looks around, then he rushes out of the compound, and here is the best shot of what we have is then at 8:24:10. Tim, you see 2 buttons on his shirt unbuttoned, one more than normal. You see sweat on his face.
Right.
You know, and then when he exits the compound, he hits somebody on the shoulder, a SiriusXM employee. He just kind of pats him on the shoulder. A guy in a green T-shirt who's just an unassuming guy standing outside.
Poor guy.
And he's walking with a very strange waddle as he exits the compound, almost as if he still has shit in his pants.
Oh, my goodness.
That, that being said, what we gleaned was how explosive was it if he spent this amount of time in the kitchen and then in the bathroom, and then prior to the bathroom, and then he's in there for 7 minutes. And we also found some shit stains next to where you swipe your key card.
Oh, boy.
Going in and out of the bathroom. So
what do you think that is from? Like, I mean, when he exited, he still had shit on his hands.
One could rationally assume that, yes.
I mean, how did shit get on there?
Yes.
Outside the bathroom is what you're talking about?
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
And the shit trail ends there?
And the trail ends there.
Thank goodness.
But we needed to review the videotape to get a good chronology of exactly what went
unfolded.
down.
Yeah,
what was the narrative and how explosive was it? Now, granted,
I'm just curious, and then maybe we'll drop this because people are eating their breakfast. But I'm just curious how it all goes down. Like, where is your asshole that it's spraying up like that into the walls and into the metal? The spray is insane on that.
In Tim's defense, look, it must have come on, right as he's talking to Ronnie and Richie Wilson. He must have felt something in his stomach. He goes in. He clearly starts to erupt prior to.
Is that what you think?
Even getting very close to the bowl. Yeah, because
you think he started shitting before his ass hit the bowl?
Yes.
Well, how else would it get up, Hal?
There is no question.
I don't know, Robin.
The splatter on the walls, it was like the walls were painted.
Is that what
with
happened?
feces.
That's what I want to know from Tim.
And that's why when I first said it looked like somebody was trying to send a message, This was not an easy. It was not easy to make this happen.
No, I mean, is there any possibility he laid down on the floor and like a volcano, like he erupted up? I mean, what is this? Holy mackerel!
I think he had his pants down and he was trying to get to the bowl, and all hell broke loose in that bathroom at that point.
Wow, and we have the splatter evidence to prove it.
Sheesh.
We have the splatter. We have the videotape.
That's the
case
best.
closed.
But we got the guy who did it. Why can't he give us the blow by blow so we don't have to speculate?
Because he's embarrassed.
Well, and this is the thing. I mean, you know, he wants it to be the end, but the fact of the matter is,
there's a lot of unanswered questions.
A lot of unanswered. Just because he confessed does not mean that the criminal process is over.
Right.
I mean, you know, this could still go to trial. What if he comes back in a month and says, "I just confessed because, you know, I was feeling the pressure and I didn't want JD to go down for it, or Ronnie or somebody like that."
He wishes that.
So.
That's a good thing to do, though.
I'm proud of Tim that he confessed, though, and he has full amnesty because he did confess. I gave him that. I gave him full amnesty.
But suppose he did was covering up for somebody else.
No, he believe me, he's not that gracious. Well, this is probably good for you to know because you're on this story. I've contacted a woman who's an expert in toilet training, and she is going to come in and teach Tim how to shit properly. You know what I mean?
You know what? Maybe we should ask you to see Tim's home.
No, I don't want to see that. I think he just shits all over the house.
And how about the shit show?
Right.
Oh,
my God.
This is the greatest show on earth.
We were talking about it all weekend.
Oh, my goodness.
Like, everyone was like, what the hell happened in there? It's like a murder. It's like a mystery.
You would have thought this was Watergate by the people online trying to dissect each and every, second of Tim's shit.
I think it's fair of Tim, though, to look into maybe getting it cleaned properly. I mean, I think that would be fair. I know he's got a lot on his plate, but...
yeah, the fact that he still hasn't done it. I mean, I would have done it right after that explosion. I would have roped off the place and never let anybody in there to see what happened.
My guess is painting the place would be the best solution.
Well, you got to wash it down first.
Yeah, yes.
And since Tim's explosion, we looked, the number of key card swipes drastically reduced. Either people are A, afraid to go in there because of what they might see, the remnants, or B, they just don't want to be connected with this at all.
Right. No, don't go in there if you're going to do something embarrassing.
I would declare that a health hazard.
What is that, Tim?
It is what it is.
Right. I say make that Tim's office. And then, make his office into a bathroom. Wow. Big story. Is this one among the biggest stories you've covered since you've been here?
I think so. Because it's Tim. Because the cover-up goes to the highest levels. Right.
It's like your Watergate.
Right,
I
exactly.
feel like shit.
I mean, and there's so many layers to it. The how, what, when, how did this unfold, the lying about it. And that's, the cover-up is worse than the crime.
Could this end in Tim's resignation?
I can't go there. I don't want to speculate on Tim's employment future with the company.
He go?
But I do know he wants this to go away.
Yes.
Everybody coming up to him at AGT didn't want to shake his hand and is doing all sorts of, and I understand you egged it on a little bit during the breaks at AGT.
A little bit. A lot of people were there, with their families.
Quite frankly, I only dealt with him because it was by phone.
Right. Right.
So Tim wants this to go away, and who can blame him?
Right. I can't blame him. And I do admire him coming forward. I do.
He felt the pressure, and he did the right thing.
Right.
And what else can you ask for in a boss other than...
cleaning up after himself
in the first place?
I would have spent all weekend getting rid of the evidence. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know Tim's here, and I know he's in his office, and I know he's just feeling terrible.
Is he?
Do you want me to ask him to come in, and we'll just say this is it? We'll end it after today.
All right. I think we've gone as far as we can.
A final
with the story.
discussion. Yes.
I think it's done. I think we'll get the bathroom cleaned in some capacity, and it'll be
we'll move
done.
on.
We have the crime scene photos. We have the swabs. We have the videotape. Should this ever come up again, we have everything sealed up that we need.
Yeah, because
he's not coming in.
Why? I want to put an end to it.
He's just like I can tell he's upset.
I know, but I'm putting an end to it.
I'm trying, but
I'm trying to get closure.
He goes, I'm done with this bullshit.
It's no bullshit. Serious story. Well, one thing we know, our fans are very understanding. After today, they'll definitely drop it.
They won't be bothering him.
If things don't go on and on and on. Well, I think he should come in here and close it out, but... And now I'm the one who gets stuck with, like, Tim coming to me privately and going, this has got to end. This has got to end now. So I don't want that discussion either.
Well, he's making it a bigger deal by, reacting this way.
Right. Yeah, I don't want that discussion. Man up. Take it, don't come crying to me about it. You made your shit, now lie in it.
We've all had accidents, all made mistakes.
Yeah, you've had your accident. I heard that.
I had my accident back in the day, 1997.
You remember the year.
I remember the year.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
So, look, you get past it. You move past it.
Sure.
You move forward in your career from shitting in your pants to covering somebody else shitting in their pants.
You've come full circle.
Yeah, I've come full circle. So
how you
15
doing, man?
years.
Everything good?
I'm doing good. Everything's good.
You glad you made the decision to be a reporter in life?
Oh, yeah.
You like it?
I love,
This is what you live for.
This is what I live for.
Right.
I mean...
You're an excellent
I like unraveling the mysteries, whether it's fun mysteries or whether it's serious.
Right.
Well, shit happens.
That's right, Tim.
It's all the same, but I can say on the record I've never seen any place like this place.
That is some job. Well, thank you, the great John Lieberman, who obviously...
He's gained a lot of fans with his coverage of this story.
Yeah, people respect him now.
Yeah.
This is the biggest story Lieberman... This has put Lieberman on the map.
Somebody said to me, what does he look like? They were saying that the guy before him, I forget his name now.
He's the most handsome man I've ever seen.
He said, that guy was kind of creepy looking. What's this guy like?
Oh, we only hire creepy looking guys. What did he get on the ugly meter, John Lieberman? I think he scored lower than me.
Like an 11 or something?
Yeah, right. Let's put it this way. He looks like a guy that would cover a story like Tim's shit. All right, we got to take a break. We'll be back right after these
John
words.
Lieberman got 18 on the ugly meter app.
Well, actually...
18.
That's been updated, Fred.
Oh.
Wait, I'll give it to you.
John Lieberman put Tim Sabean's shit in a baggie.
There you go.
Nice.
Actually, today is John Lieberman's 1-year anniversary. According to his Twitter feed. Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, John got an 18.
Happy anniversary! Happy anniversary! Happy anniversary! Happy anniversary!
Indeed. All right, we'll be back right after these words.
He was so angry. He goes, I'm done with this bullshit. But he's like, he really yelled at Jason. First of all, we went 2 days last week, right? You got to do a fucking show about what happened during the week. But I mean, it's Tim's first pitch. But I said that to Southside, but you didn't shit all over the field.
Shit all over the bathroom. I mean, in a way that is mind-boggling. I mean,
I'm afraid to see Tim. Or my boss.
Well, you're leading into my first question, John. You saved yourself by getting amnestied by Howard himself, which was a very smart move. At the same time, do you think Tim will deploy some type of passive-aggressive tactic, like give you bad assignments or find other ways to get back at you?
Well, number one, I didn't beg to go in there this morning. I wasn't, asking Gary. This was brought up. Howard brought this up. Gary brought this up. And so I just then entered when Gary told me to enter the studio. So, I'm not going to go in there, though, and not say anything. I mean, if I'm invited into the studio, I'm going to offer new information. And I think Tim has to understand that. Oh, God.
So you're literally just doing your job.
So I'm doing my job. Did I leave my mic in there?
It's right behind you on the floor.
Oh, thank you. So Greg, I mean, I think the point is this. I want Tim to understand that I wasn't pursuing this just me. I was asked to go in the studio, and when I go in the studio, I'm going to add new information that I have, which is the surveillance video. So, I know he's not happy, but I wasn't...
this isn't about me. This is about Howard Stern and Gary, wanting this discussion to continue. It wasn't about me.
Well done, sir.
Thank you.
Excellent job digging to the bottom.
Now let me get back to my other work. Oh, wait, an email from Tim. I should finish out my work day and then leave. Can I tell you?
Yes, Dan, you're on the air in Long Island.
Hey, Howard, what's up?
Hey.
Howard, how long do you think you're going to be in AGT? Is it just one season, or is it going to be do you have a multi?
I have no idea. I've enjoyed doing this season. The one aspect I don't like is the travel. I now have to go to Vegas next week, and that's fine. But I don't. Listen, it's fine, but it's a big schedule, and also then they moved the show to New York for me, and where they stick it in fucking Newark. I mean, if I had known that up front, I don't think I would have done the deal.
They might as well live it in California.
Yeah, I think I could get there faster. The whole idea of shooting the show in New York was that I've got a morning radio show I got to get to. Newark's an hour away if I'm lucky with traffic. I don't know what they're doing, but they're very nice people. They treat me wonderfully. I've got no complaints. But as far as another season, I don't know. I mean, we'll see. Well, if America likes it, then we'll decide.
Yeah, it hasn't happened yet.
It hasn't even happened. So.
Well, I usually don't watch those, Howard, but I'm looking forward to it. And thanks for me anyway. 15 years of great radio.
All right, Dan. Thank you.
Thank you.
You bet.
Bye.
Right.
What was about the other 15?
Well, he's only been listening for 15, I'm assuming, or we had 15 shitty years. And,
I hope that's what he
I'm doing this so long. Took Will Murray an hour and a half to get out of Newark after a Nets game last week. Can you imagine me? I finished that taping at 10 o'clock.
And you're not going to be the first to get to leave.
No, I gotta. By the time I get out of there, what Will?
It was one of the most frustrating experiences of my life.
I mean, they think...
And you're, like, in the same place that he's going to be, right?
I wanted...
Yeah, right there.
There is such a great studio in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Right over the bridge. They got in Brooklyn. They got this place called the Ship something. I don't know.
It's that shipyard.
Yeah, shipyard.
Something.
They got these big,
Ship
luscious
terminal.
studios there. They could have built the AGT studios.
And you'd be home in 20 minutes. I'm telling you, it didn't move. Like 2 blocks, I could have literally crawled quicker than it took me to drive.
Well, I got news for you. I'm judging from Brooklyn, or I'm judging from Silver Cup Studios. It took you how long? An hour and a half?
An hour and a half to get out of town.
That's what I mean. I can't do that.
For a
I got a
shitty
job.
Nets game.
I got a fucking job, Will.
Your crowd's going to be bigger than this.
A Knicks game or a Nets?
Nets. Like nobody cares about the Nets.
How could they have traffic at a Nets game?
The players.
Oh,
The
what they
players
did
were
to me.
leaving?
What they did to me. I said, you're going to Newark. No. That's another whole... That's a whole other country over there. That's like going to the Poconos.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
Can you helicopter?
No, I'm not helicoptering at night.
But that would be like 10 minutes.
I know. I'm not doing it. I don't want to die for AGT. You know, how fucking dumb will I feel?
Oh, no.
And then you can take the PATH train every 10 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, man. Hey, Ronnie, realistically, how long is it going to take me to get out of Newark and get home? 10 o'clock at night. 10:30, 11:30. I could maybe... I won't be in bed till noon, until
What
midnight.
time does the show end?
Ronnie, seriously, give it to me. Give me the straight fucking answer.
It's hard to say, depending if they're doing any kind of construction at night. You know, at the tunnel
luck, they'll be
or
doing
whatever.
plenty, yeah.
Without if there's no traffic at 10 o'clock at night, It should take 45 minutes. But
when is there no traffic?
yeah, it should take 45 minutes.
But it'll be an hour.
Going there.
At least.
That's what that's going to
That'll
be
be a
killer.
big problem. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll have to leave 2 hours early because you'll say, well, what if there's traffic?
Yeah, well, they'll probably want you if it's an 8 o'clock. You tape if it's live at 8 o'clock. They're probably going to want you there at 6, right, for makeup
course.
and hair and all that.
Well, that's right.
So
in
you're
the
going to be
middle of
leaving
rush
right in the middle of
hour.
rush hour.
Yeah.
I want to hang myself.
I was talking to Will. He was just talking about it. He said it took him forever to get to Prudential,
I
which
know.
is right near this other thing.
I have to leave now for July. I mean,
you know where you run? I'm sorry. You know where you run into trouble, and I don't know why. This is either the George Washington or the Lincoln Tunnel. Sometimes at 10 o'clock at night, for no good reason.
Right, traffic.
Oh,
Because of
all
construction.
All of the easy pass lanes are not open.
Not only that, they close a tube also.
Yeah, they'll just close a tube. Like I've been at the George Washington Bridge at 11 o'clock on a Thursday night, and for some reason there's not enough lanes open. Just they don't. I don't know whether they want to hire more
All
people.
I know is I had discussions with these guys. They were talking about Silver Cup, which is 10 minutes away,
Right.
or the place in Brooklyn, which was about 15 minutes away, 20, right?
And
How
what
long to get to
happened?
that Brooklyn joint?
It depends, 15, 20 minutes.
Right.
And to get back at night, it would be a breeze.
Right.
At that hour of the night.
That's what they were talking about. Then what happened? Who the hell knows, Robin? You're a newswoman. Please find out.
Well, those are two perfectly viable places. Where
One
they
of them
booked.
they said they couldn't get the place in Brooklyn. It was way more money.
Something
I
with
said,
sound,
what was booked?
something
It's so
soundproofing
crazy.
or something?
It's so crazy because, first of all, the mayor of New York City, Mayor Bloomberg, loves to bring business into New York. He would have talked to them.
Yeah, they didn't try
They didn't.
everything they could. I think they were in a rush.
Oh.
You want to try to book the mayor on the show?
No, it's too late.
Yeah,
We're
they've
going to
already
Newark.
set up.
And I got nothing against Newark because it's just damn far away. It's too far. Oh. What am I going to do?
I don't know, man.
You're going to sit in traffic. That's what you're
Yeah, well, what am I going to do? Yeah, I got a radio show to do.
And it's two
It's
nights
there's
a week?
There's no reason to stay there. It's stupid.
Yeah,
but you got to be there in the morning.
Right.
You know,
Is it
you gotta
2
be
nights
there.
a week?
Well,
Like you have a live show and a results show?
there's a Tuesday night show and a Wednesday night
Tuesday
show. So
night's
Wednesday
2
night's
hours.
no problem. It's the Tuesday
It's
night.
the Tuesday night
It's from 8 to
you're
10.
concerned about.
8 to 10 o'clock. If I'm lucky, I'll get home by midnight.
8 to 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 to 10.
Wow.
And
we're up at 4 in the morning, so I'm gonna be wide awake
And
for that.
the Wednesday night show is what, 9 to 10, right?
Yeah, it's always 10 o'clock that we get out.
Well, yeah, but Wednesday you don't have to get up the next day.
Right? Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, but you're still going to be fried because you got to be doing a radio show Wednesday morning.
I know.
You know.
After having a late night Tuesday night.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm not too psyched about that.
Maybe you'll get used to it.
Yeah, Ronnie, you got to figure out a way to first. We have to have a police escort. That's all.
I remember when we did the pay-per-view thing there a long time ago.
Yeah.
The Newark cops were really cool.
Yeah.
If you remember, they got us out in like 5 minutes.
Did they?
Yeah, maybe they can figure something
so
out.
I'm going to try and make some connections. We got time. I'm going to try and
All right, great.
see what I can work out.
Well, all right. Get on that, Ronnie.
Maybe you'll like working in Newark if they're...
Ronnie, buy an ambulance, and then let's turn
Well,
it
that's
on.
what I was thinking, that maybe you could buy something with a bed in it and you could just sleep.
Can you imagine? Yeah, an ambulance. Ronnie could carry me out with another guy on a stretcher. Yeah, because it's going to be 2 hours getting back from Newark. Oh, my God. Yeah, just leave me in the stretcher. And then, when I get home at midnight...
you're going to be
Yeah, I'm going to be right in
asleep.
bed.
Yeah, sure.
Sal and Richard went on the street asking people about Dick Clark, and then, they were trying to make a joke about, like, do you miss Dick? Do you love Dick? And all that kind of stuff.
right.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's why they get paid the big money. And they went out on the street and asked people, and this one angry lady was, like, so angry about me when they brought up my name, and I went, gee, I haven't done any Mel Gibson-type stuff.
What's
But,
she angry about you for?
she just doesn't like me, my reputation, thinks I'm gross. The usual stuff.
What did you love most about Dick?
Dick Clark.
I loved his friendly disposition. He seemed like someone that was approachable.
So are you a huge Dick fan? Or?
Not real. I wouldn't say I'm a fan. I don't follow him.
Now, being that you're not a huge Dick fan, would you say then you're a small Dick fan?
You're funny.
No.
Yeah.
How about we say his name, Dick Clark fan? That sounds more appropriate.
Yeah, she's not a 2-year-old. She got it right away, you guys. Are you a small Dick fan or a big
huge Dick fan?
Or a huge cock fan?
How did you feel about Dick's stroke?
I personally feel that the way the questions are being asked, how did we feel about the incident that happened to Mr. Clark?
Do you think Howard Stern would be a great replacement for Dick on New Year's Rockin' Eve?
Pardon my French, but hell no. That man's insane. The man's just psycho. Have you heard him? Like, half the things that come out of his mouth are 100% bullshit. Second along, perverse and
bullshit? What does she mean by
She doesn't listen.
disgusting, and America's already corrupt. Do we really need to hear someone that's even more corrupt listening to them babble on public radio? Hell, if someone wants to hear someone babble on, put me on public radio. I'll babble on for hours without putting all the corruption in America like that man does. I will honestly say I'm probably a much better entertainer than Howard Stern.
Wow. Well, then go prove it.
Why isn't she
on the radio?
Yeah.
Go get millions of fans.
He's grotesque. He's vile. He's just inconsiderate. He
All I know is I'm listening to this rant. I'm ready to turn it off.
doesn't have any emotion in him either. Everything that he just says words. He doesn't really have a meaning behind it. And I'm like, you're not really an educated person. You just got a mouth and you use it.
But if you don't like his words, do you at least like his looks?
No. His hair looks greasy.
Greasy?
His forehead's funny.
Do you realize Howard is a host on America's Got Talent?
I like that Richard and Sal don't even know that I'm
You're a
judge.
judge, not the host.
Do you like the Howard's at least a host on America's Got Talent?
Why? He doesn't have talent. If America has talent, then why is he the one judging the talent? I don't believe in watching TV unless it's something funny, and that's not funny to me.
What's the difference between Howard Stern and Dick Clark?
Dick Clark was a wonderful entertainer, whereas Howard Stern was flat out Dick.
I never think of Dick Clark as an entertainer.
This woman is just trying to put you down in every way she can.
You know, the only guy I read, like Dick Clark, yeah, I know. Dick Clark died, and, someone called me from some newspaper asking me for a quote, and I was like, yeah, Dick was on my show many, many times, and he was always gracious and lovely, and we had a good time with him. I mean, what am I going to say? I don't really know the guy. But I liked him personally when he came on the show. It was a lot of fun.
Sure.
He used to call in all the time. I don't think he ever...
He always called in with these strange things he was promoting. Every once in a while it was like something like the American Music Awards, but sometimes it'd be like one of those... vacation properties in Vegas or, some kind of new battery. I was like, what in the world is he doing?
Yeah, I mean, amazingly, he was into everything. But the only guy I saw who wrote, I think, a fair assessment, and it was somewhat negative, was Bob Lefsetz, that guy, that email newsletter I get. Because, one of the things I used to talk about is that Dick Clark really wasn't so beloved by the rock and roll community.
No.
Musicians did not love Dick Clark. I've been reading a lot of horseshit comments about how Dick's going to be missed and all this stuff.
Well, there was a lot of what he did for rock and roll.
Yeah, and I remember, I think it was George Harrison. I'm not sure exactly. But I remember reading there were a bunch of musicians who were very upset with Dick Clark because what he would do is he'd take all their music from American Bandstand and sell it. He'd make them sign a weird release where he could somehow own their music.
Well, whatever that performance was, he owned it. Yeah.
Yeah, he owned that performance, and then when George Harrison said to him, "Don't you think the artist should get some piece of that?" and Dick was kind of like, "I don't think so, pal." So the rap among some musicians, not all musicians, but the rap among some musicians was that Dick Clark made his empire off of their hide, which wouldn't be the first time that a business executive figured out how to take creative people and fuck them over. But Dick was an entertainer in the sense that he was an excellent game show host, and he made people feel good. He was a good host. I mean, I enjoyed him when he was on our show.
Yeah, and bloopers, bleeps, and blunders. He started that whole thing, and he caught on to the award show craze and created a couple of those.
He was an entrepreneur. He was a guy who understood what people liked, and I will miss him. I like Dick Clark a lot. I thought at the end that him doing the New Year's Rockin' Eve after his stroke was, and I think Bob put this in his column. I'm not sure if it was him or not, but someone did. It was like unbelievable narcissism. It was like enough, like you really don't need to be on TV
Do you
anymore.
realize even before, we talked about that. It looked like he had plastic surgery.
Yeah.
And a couple of days before he died, he had surgery on his eyes. Like he was going to keep going.
Did he really have surgery on his eyes a couple of days before he died?
And he was supposed to go in for another one the day after he died.
He wanted plastic surgery so he'd look younger.
No, it wasn't. I think it was cataract surgery or something like that. But, this guy was...
Well, that makes sense.
Down for the count.
Oh, I thought you meant he had, surgery to make himself look younger or something.
No, but he had plastic surgery.
Yeah.
That was obvious from the last appearance on
He loved
New
being
Year's
on
Rockin'
camera.
Eve.
He loved being on camera. But, for me, Dick Clark represented a type of broadcasting I was never really happy with. But as I've gotten older, I understand, there's a place for all of that. Not everyone has to be outrageous. Not everyone has to be the maniac that I am. You know what I mean? Like, he did a fine job of going on and doing his thing. Kind of like Ryan Seacrest. Everyone says, oh, well, Ryan Seacrest is the heir apparent to Dick Clark. And, I don't know about that. I mean, what has Ryan Seacrest done except host American Idol? And he does have a radio show. He does
now
well.
produces some TV shows.
Yeah, he produces some TV shows. I know he wants to be Dick Clark, and maybe he will be. I don't know.
And he hosted New Year's Rockin' Eve.
If Dick Clark's legacy is he understood how to be bland, then Ryan Seacrest is the new Dick Clark. And Ryan Seacrest has said, I'm happy with that. I want to be that. He's a pleasant-looking guy, a nice-looking guy who, can go on TV and, be an announcer. I guess if I was really good-looking, which I'm not.
You wouldn't have this personality.
Yeah, right. I would be like, I'd be a guy on TV going, hi, everybody.
Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we'll miss Dick on our show because...
Well, he hasn't called in years. We haven't heard from him since,
since
he
the
had the stroke.
You can understand why.
No.
Me neither.
So, do you have kind words for Dick?
I love Dick. That's it.
Yeah.
Dick Clark, that is.
Yes.
Okay.
How fond are you of Dick?
Well, New Year's ain't gonna be the same.
How did you feel about Dick's stroke?
I was like, oh no. See, now you know what that made me think of? It can happen to anyone.
Right.
At the end of the day, we're just human.
So are you a huge Dick fan? Or?
I'm a fan, yes.
Are you a huge Dick fan or were you a small Dick fan?
I mean, I'm a huge Dick fan. Absolutely.
Do you think Ryan Seacrest will do as good?
I don't like Ryan Seacrest. He's a little too arrogant and stuck on himself. Never be Dick Clark because he comes from a different era.
And who's more talented, Ryan Seacrest or Howard Stern?
I put Howard on it. Let Howard do his thing. Me and Howard are more close to the same. I don't like Ryan.
Do you find it racist that Don Cornelius of Soul Train wasn't honored the same way as Dick Clark?
I said that to myself this morning. First thing that came to my mind when I heard the news on 1010s this morning was, okay, Dick's gone, but then they didn't give Don Cornelius this.
Is it a racial thing, you think?
Of course.
Media in America has always been racist. Being a born Afro-American, obviously, I have my point of view on it, and I live this. I don't make it up. There is a double standard, sometimes triple.
Triple standard. Guy's got something. He's right.
A triple standard?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's just because he said he wanted you to be on New Year's Rockin' Eve.
Well, I'm siding with this guy. He's my man. Sal and Richard made a phony phone call to where else? Where do you think they made a phone?
Tradio?
Tradio. I said to Gary, do those guys ever make any phony phone calls to anyone else but Tradio? It just seems like...
Did everything else dry up? They used to use, those cable access shows and other kind of radio shows.
I know.
Hey, the guys, Sal just said to me, listen, it's not Tradio they called auction radio.
I know, but...
It's the same kind of deal.
What happened to you guys? You don't make any other...
Well, guys, they're going to come in. Together, of course.
Oh, I didn't want them to come in. Richard, what goes on?
We turned in a Jack and Rod last week, and you didn't like it.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
With Richard Simmons.
Yeah.
It just seems like this is what we're best at, the Tradio stuff.
All right.
We've been turning in a lot of non-Tradio, but it just seems like you like these ones a lot better.
Hey, I was listening to the phone call your dad made to you. Why does your dad get? Why would your mom want to shoot a chicken for going in her flowers? I mean, the chicken is just being a chicken.
Well, they're supposed to know better, I guess.
They are?
Really?
Well, you got to hear this. Here's Richard's father calling with yet another update, which I love. But this one I really didn't understand. Let me find it. Take me a second. Maybe I didn't bring it up.
I mean, chickens have personalities and stuff.
Yeah, but
But that doesn't mean they understand English.
Gary, where's the chicken call from?
Gary, page 1, upper right-hand corner.
I'm having trouble.
Oh, Rich, this is your dad. We had some more excitement around here this morning. I was in the other room. All of a sudden, your mom started yelling words of gun. She run and got the gun and run outside. And I said, what the hell's going on? And one of rooster, that young rooster, was in her flowers, up in her flower box, scratching. She was going to shoot it. She run out there with the pistol, and it run and went under my car, so she couldn't shoot it because there's a car. So
more fun on the farm.
And after that, well, the rooster I need to get rid of anyway because it's a young one. He's tearing my hens up. You know how young cocks are. But anyway, he's tearing the hens up. And later on today, we had heard the dogs barking, went down there, and they had a damn armadillo. We don't need them things around here. They tear up everything, yard and everything, so I had to do something with it. So we had all kinds of excitement today, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Like your mom and dad were on a killing spree.
Right, yeah.
So did your mom kill the cock?
No.
The cock, no.
But your dad
They're going to get rid of it, though, because it's tearing up the chicken.
They'll probably trade it to somebody for like a hen or a couple hens.
Well, don't they need roosters to make more?
Yeah, they have older roosters that behave, I guess.
Yeah, see, the young ones, they're rough on the chickens, it sounds like.
So weird, like, mom's running around with a pistol.
She's grabbing guns to shoot chickens.
Oh, there's guns everywhere.
It's like the Beverly Hillbillies. How many guns do you think they got over there?
Oh, my dad's got a big gun cabinet full.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
It's a whole different way of life, man.
Gun rack in the truck and everything.
Right. Yeah, he's probably...
So there's guns everywhere.
He's probably one of those guys, if he hears a guy's running for president and wants to take away guns, you follow fucking go berserk, right?
Well, that's how they get a lot of their food is from
kidding.
guns, I mean, I grew up shooting a shotgun. I was like the skeet shooting champion in 4-H when I was a kid.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Look at you. Good at something.
Yeah.
Now you're calling Tradio.
Oh, I did that back then, too.
Yeah.
We had a local Tradio in Kansas when I was growing up. We used to prank, Some things don't change.
Right.
You've come full circle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Richard. And what was the armadillo? What do? They tear stuff. So what'd your dad do to him?
They dig around and stuff. He probably just shot it and took it somewhere. But
Yeah, he didn't tell us how he took care of it.
yeah.
Can your dad eat those?
No, they. I think they carry leprosy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you're not even supposed to be around them.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hey, Richard, this is your dad. Just got leprosy.
From the armadillo.
Ate some leprosy.
Yeah, just ate the armadillo. Knew I shouldn't. It's all right. Talk to you later, bub.
But that's a new thing, I guess, because of global warming. We used to never have armadillos, and now they're coming up north, and you see them a lot further north. Than
Hey, Richard, this is your dad. The finger just fell off.
Oh, look at this. I'm looking up armadillo leprosy.
Wow.
Armadillos linked to leprosy in humans.
Hey, Richard, I'm mailing you my nose. It just fell off. Made some jerky out of it. See how you like it. I think you'll like it for my leprosy. It's a whole different thing.
in the studio between you, Fred, Robin, and Gary, who would have the most highest IQ if given a test?
Fred.
Out of those people who has the highest IQ, I think it would be either Robin or Fred. But
no, I think Fred.
Fred, yeah. Fred's
I don't
really
know.
smart.
I think it'd be really close between Robin and Fred.
I don't know why Fred didn't do better in school, though. I mean, like, he went to a shitty college.
You know, a lot of times really smart people are bored by school. Einstein didn't do well in school.
Were you a straight A student in high school?
I did enough just to get by, is what it was. I never cracked a book.
Did you take the SATs?
No. I had no intention of going to college. And what's funny...
How'd you go to college?
You know what I did? I had to take some test to go to even community college, and I remember taking the test, and recently, it's funny, I don't know why, I wrote the college, they said they threw out all the records. I guess it was too long ago. They said it wasn't the SATs, they said it was some sort of test that you take, and I gave them all the
Why did you want the records?
Just for curiosity, because it's always coming up on the air, and I said, who knows, what did I take? Did I take the SATs? So I wanted to know.
Why don't you take the IQ test so we can measure what you are? I mean, I have the impression you're very intelligent, but were you good in math at school?
I wasn't great in math. I'm actually better now. Probably English and like social studies and
maybe you
history
got
and
him
stuff
beat.
like that.
I don't think so.
You're pretty smart.
Robin's very smart.
You won Jeopardy.
Oh, please. I won it once.
Well, all right.
It was the buzzer.
Maybe Fred isn't that smart.
No, Fred's very smart.
What was that school you went to?
Well, there was two.
That's what I mean.
None of them are Ivy League. One of them was Manchester Community College.
That sounds like a shitty school. Go ahead.
And the other one, which actually became a university after I left, Western Connecticut State College. Became a university.
I'll admit I'm a moron. I had to go to moron college. In order to go to BU, I had to go to College of Basic Studies because I was such a moron. I'm willing to admit that. But
I wouldn't underestimate you at all.
Oh, no, I'm an idiot.
Stop
But
it.
I'll tell you
He
what.
has this feeling he's an idiot. He's not an idiot at all.
You don't know. I'll tell you how dumb I am, okay? I'll
here
admit
we
to you.
go.
No, I'm going to tell you how stupid I am. I'm going to be honest. So, I take a chess lesson, and I keep track of the hours. Sometimes the lesson could be an hour. Sometimes it could be 20 minutes. I don't know. So, I wait about 2 weeks, add up the hours that I've done, all the minutes, and you have to write down the minutes, and then you add it up and you put it into hours, and you pay the guy, right?
Right.
It took me over a half hour to add up minutes. That's how bad I am at math. And I wasn't even sure I was right, and then I have Beth check it.
But math may not be your strong suit.
Well, this is simple addition.
You're adding up like
simple addition, Fred.
There's 60 minutes in an hour.
But I think
it can't be that difficult.
But I think in anything linguistic, you're probably a genius.
No, I don't think so.
I think you are. I think you downplay it.
He's very smart. His problem is that he went to really poor schools.
Well, yeah, I had a bad start.
And so when he...
And you also got told that you were an idiot every day growing up. That can't help you.
I was put in the fast track in school. 2 times I got put in the fast track. But then
Right.
And you were the valedictorian.
But then when he went
I
off
wasn't the
to regular schools, he probably was behind because they weren't covering the same topics in that remedial school he went to.
Yeah. I just figured I was a moron.
And that can happen to people. They sort of get labeled because of the situation they're in.
I was very dopey.
But you can't let that hold you back.
And my father told me every day I was a moron. And then an idiot and dumb.
That's because he knew more than you.
Yeah. He was very proud of the fact that he knew more than a 5-year-old. I told you not to be stupid, you moron.
I guess that's not uncommon. I was watching a Yankeeography of Darryl Strawberry the other day, and his father told me he was an idiot every day.
Well, he really
he
is
never
an
would
idiot.
amount to anything.
Darryl is an idiot.
Well, he was a good ball player, though.
I'd be really interested to find out what the intelligence level of...
I think Fred must have a really high IQ. I think Robin, too.
I don't know that I have all that
I think
high
it was
in
tested
IQ.
one
I
time
just had an aptitude for
It was
school.
somewhere between 135 and 148.
That's
Wow.
genius. That's genius level.
I don't know if that's even...
Isn't
close.
it sad when a genius goes to Manchester Community College?
How do you think? But how do you think I felt being in that town, surrounded by everybody else? There was nowhere.
Yeah,
to go.
you were like in prison.
Exactly.
Do you want to take
It was
an
like on
IQ
Devil's
test?
Island. No, not really. Not at this stage of the game. I'd probably be lucky if I get a 20.
But you do want to know. You have a curiosity.
Nah, I don't really want to take it. What if I find out I'm really stupid?
So what?
Nah, I don't want
At this
to do
point,
that.
what's the difference?
It's the only thing I have left.
Fred, honestly, I think you've got a very high IQ.
What if we test you?
This could be the president of Yale on the phone.
What if we find out you're a genius?
If I was a genius,
Well, he'll have to leave, won't he?
then I'd have to
Really
get a disability and hang out
himself.
with that guy who in the wheelchair.
Because based on the Tracy School of Thought, then you would have to go to a better school. Because like she even said, Gary's an Adelphi
Delphi graduate. How dare he, with her 2 degrees, tell her to clean the refrigerator?
I would really love to find out who has the highest IQ between Sal, Richard,
I can tell you.
JD.
I think
What
that's a
about
race in the
JD?
Special Olympics.
Yeah, I think
Pace.
I'm gonna say Sal has a higher IQ than
Scott
Richard.
DePace he threw in there.
Oh, that's interesting. Sal, Richard, Scott DePace, and JD.
Yeah.
I'm going to say out of all of them that I think DePace will have the higher IQ than the other 3.
I don't think so.
No, I think JD's pretty smart,
I
too.
think JD.
No, I think Sal can beat JD in an IQ test.
Really?
Absolutely.
Why do you say that? Just because of his mush mouth?
No, because Sal
can't beat a 10-year-old.
No, I'll tell you what it is. Sal doesn't know. Sal didn't study any book stuff or this, that, or the other thing. But I think he's. I don't know why I'm saying this, but I think.
Why are you saying this? What is your evidence?
I don't know.
There is none.
I feel Sal could beat JD.
I don't.
JD can't even talk.
But JD, I think his mind races.
Yeah, he's got too many choices. Sal has hardly any.
Scott DePace seems pretty bright to me, but I
He
heard
is bright. He's misguided, but he's bright.
He went to a college that doesn't even exist anymore.
But see, I think that misguided thing is because he's not that bright. He's easily led.
That's his handicap?
Yeah.
What college did you go to, Scott?
I went to Glassboro State College. Now it's Rowan University.
They changed their name to get away from you.
That's my alma mater.
I'll be Robin in any IQ test. Bring it on.
Hey, Scott, do you think you could beat JD, Sal, and Richard in an IQ test?
Probably put together, but yes.
I agree.
But that's he thinks he's smart. That's another sign of a stupid person.
So do you.
I don't think I'm smart at all.
Everything, Robin.
I don't think I'm smart at all.
See, I think JD and Richard would be a toss for the bottom.
No,
I think I don't know about Scott DePace. I could probably I think I could beat Sal and Richard.
Do you have any idea what your IQ is?
No, I did beat Will in an IQ test though online.
They have. Oh, you did? What was your IQ online?
I don't remember. It was back in the day.
But I got to tell you something.
I have an IQ of Sparkle.
What is that, Will? You say fuck you.
Yes, I did.
Hey, he's bragging about this stupid ass IQ test we took online. I was hungover for one, and it was like some McDonald's friggin' retarded test.
You remember that?
Stop bragging about that, turd.
You lost to JD?
No, I'm not buying that.
Yes, he did.
You ever want to take another intelligence test against
dude, I'm
me? It's
ready.
on,
Whatever
bro.
you want. Okay.
I like this. You know what?
It'd be really.
I put up prize money.
Oh, please.
It would be really funny if we found out that JD had a high IQ of like 140 or something.
Well, it's possible. Like there are guys who, like Einstein was very poor with social skills, but turned out he was a bright guy.
Yeah.
But I don't see any evidence that JD could beat Scott DePace. I'm gonna call it this way.
JD Hawking.
I don't know why you think Scott is so intelligent.
Because
because he argues all the time?
No, because I talked to Scott, and he has, Scott's an intelligent guy.
Yeah?
You might not agree with his politics, but he's I'm not saying he's brilliant. He's not in the Fred category or your category.
He could just be repeating what Rush Limbaugh says.
I said yes, I am. I'm in the Fred category.
Dude,
I feel sorry for you.
I will take. If anyone wants to take bets on, if we do a Fred Scott versus Scott DePace, I'm going with Fred, and I'm betting heavily into Fred.
So do I.
You're all mistaken then.
Ooh, this sounds good. I would bet. You know how Artie loves to
This is
gamble.
why I think he's not that intelligent. He thinks he's on Fred's level.
Fred, that's a sign of dopiness.
See, I'm not even sure I'm on my own level.
I'm telling you, Fred.
I can't do it.
Fred, Fred.
If I lose to him, I'm going to feel so bad.
Fred, I'm betting the farm on you.
Nah, don't
I'm
bet
gonna
on
bet
me.
Artie's sick money.
Don't bet on me. I
Does he
crumble
even
under
want
that
to
kind of
play
betting.
Win Fred's money?
Yeah, Scott, you want to play Win Fred's money?
Because that is not IQ. That has nothing to do with intelligence. That has to do with your memory. And that Fred is there's no one better than he on that.
And I say memory is a sign of intelligence. Fred, you're my horse. I'm going with you. my day is coming. Scott, you willing to take an IQ test?
An IQ test, sure.
Okay. But I mean with a real test.
One, and no one's playing with the results either.
No. I'm talking about we'll go to a real testing company.
I'd be really interested to find out what Gary's is.
Gary, I bet she's high.
He is high.
Gary's smart.
I think he would be too.
Yeah. I think Gary, Gary will be surprising to you.
Yeah. I think he's going to. It wouldn't surprise me. It'll be a surprise to somebody else who thinks Baba Booey.
You're right. Yeah, don't let Baba Booey throw you off. But I'm telling you, I think, and you could call me nuts, I think that Sal will beat Richard. He might even beat Scott DePace.
Oh, my God.
So. I think it'll be close. But DePace,
I think Richard's smarter than
DePace
Sal.
would win. If I had a bet, I'd probably go with DePace.
What are you blowing
Sal.
kisses to me for?
Sal's excited that
I will smoke that bald-headed douchebag in the back. Smoke him.
Which bald-headed douchebag?
But Scott brings up a good point. It's not about so much memorization or history or whatever. It's common sense. It's about taking on a scenario and deducing it.
It's understanding spatial relationships in math, and it's a different kind of intelligence.
It's common sense.
Well, no.
It's
That's what he
intelligence.
just said.
To a certain degree.
Oh,
No.
he did?
Yeah.
No, wait a
I'm
minute.
going with Scott DePace.
I didn't necessarily mean that.
But in a contest between you and Scott DePace, I'm going with DePace. But I think you could beat Richard.
I can't beat Richard. I can't beat Richard. I think Richard will beat me.
No, you'll beat Richard. Richard's really, really out of it.
Yeah, but Richard has
I don't think Richard has an ounce of intelligence.
No, Richard has an eccentric way of thinking, which I think assists you in intelligence tests.
You will beat him.
I don't think I'll beat Richard, but I think I'll beat
You'll
Scott
beat
DePace.
JD?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is. I think we do this, but we bet on it heavily. I mean, I don't want any pussy bets. $20. I'm talking about the minimum bet is $500.
All right.
500.
That's right. A real gambling.
See, a guy like Scott DePace won't do well because he has tunnel vision and he's ignorant and he's set on his ways and he's stubborn.
Up, Sal. You're a dope.
See, you're acting now.
Oh, you were so wrong about that. I despite the fact that Scott DePace is stupid when it comes to politics, I think he's a lot more.
Yeah, I'm putting money on DePace heavy. Yes, Fafafu, hi.
Scott reads a lot. I think he's a pretty bright guy. We looked into this before, so in order to do this correctly, these tests have to be administered off the air.
Right. That's
and
what I want.
We can get it done.
I want a real test in a testing situation with proctors and the whole thing.
We can get
I don't want any nonsense. Who can you get?
I'm telling you, Scott couldn't even understand when you were talking to him about not hitting his dog.
Oh.
I still don't, by the way.
a lot of bright guys, are dopey when it comes to common sense.
Mm-hmm.
Where I shine is common sense. Okay.
By the way, the guys in the office a lot of guys are betting on Richard over Sal big time.
And so am I.
People say Richard is like he's goofy, but he's not as stupid as you pay him.
Money talks, bullshit walks. I'm talking about big bets.
Let me
tell you something. For a minimum $500 bet, would you take Richard over Sal?
I would take Sal.
I can think about that.
See, that's see all this bullshit
See,
stuff.
I'll take Scott over either of them.
Yeah.
But Richard over Sal, that's a tough one.
Did Richard ever go to college?
Well, I'm ready to put up $500 on my boy Sal over Richard.
Well, I know Richard better than anybody. I work with him all day. I would put Richard over me.
So bet 500, but then you'll throw the test.
No, I won't throw the test.
No,
Absolutely
you can't
not.
bet.
All right. I can't
But do you think Sal's okay? So a lot of these tests are based on an IQ test is based on logic. Do you think Sal's a logical guy? He
Way
doesn't
more than Richard. Richard's fucking nuts.
Wow.
If it's logic, Robin, with that 9/11 theory, you're out the door.
Here we go. I have no theory on 9/11.
He was brutal.
Robin
yesterday.
Quivers, I'll
Again,
take over you anytime.
Look at what he just said. There was no theory floated about 9/11. He doesn't even know what theory is.
He'll beat Richard.
Robin, 2 towers go down in New York City. Do you A, run for help, B, help out the firemen and NYPD, C, motivate yourself to lose weight?
Listen, I'm going to correct you on that. Robin's
That's
point.
how much sense he has.
All right, maybe you're right.
Let him talk. Let the man talk.
Robin's point about 9/11 is that when she heard about the plight of those people, she said, I'd be one of those people trapped in the building because I'm so sick and overweight that I couldn't help myself. That's not saying...
But do you think
I don't even know. Listen
That's
to me.
the guy you're betting on.
I'm betting on him. I'm taking it back.
I tried to have this conversation
Where's that
with
other moron?
I tried to have this conversation with him yesterday. I said, Robin didn't see 9/11 and say, let me lose weight. Something happened that day that she saw that made her think about something.
Listen, this is why this is going to be a great contest.
I'm going. You know what? I got it. Richard, $500. Let's do it.
Yeah?
I'm in.
All right.
I'm in.
All right. I got 500 on Sal.
500 on Richard.
Well,
I would
listen,
bet on.
there's
I
other
would bet
people.
on Sal.
And DePace, I'll bet DePace could beat.
There he comes.
Look
Look at the way
that's
he
who you're
walks.
betting him.
Oh,
That
my
guy can barely walk. He's barely upright.
There's my horse.
Your horse has a broken leg.
Why do you walk like that?
Walk like what?
Like you're retarded. You think you could beat Sal? There's no way you can beat him.
If I can't walk right, I don't know if I can beat Sal.
Richard, you don't have any weird rash going on or anything, do you?
No.
Something's
what?
going on here. I saw that yesterday,
Yeah.
too. So this 2 days in a row he's walking.
He's walking like he's got a rash, like he's got a ball rash.
What's
I
going
have
on?
a zit on my ass, but no. I'm fine. You guys can check if you want.
No, he
You wanna
walks
see?
that way every day.
All right, here's another bet. $500 minimum bet. Scott DePace versus Jason.
Oh.
I take Jason.
I got to
Jason's
go
very
with
bright.
Jason.
Just so you know how we did an online one and I beat him very badly.
Right, but the online one is not a very good one. We're going to do a real one. And you might have. I would take Jason.
I would take DePace. 500.
Jason's saying that's not true, by the way.
What, Jason? Jason. Oh, here he comes.
I had a scholarship to go to college, by the way, Howard. I don't know if
Yeah,
that
I
matters.
think Richard's very bright. I don't think he
That was
uses
hamburger
it.
you.
I didn't go to college, but I had a scholarship for
what
music.
college? Music.
Fort Scott Community College in Kansas.
Because you bang on a drum. Big fucking shit.
No, he's very musical. That's
Yeah.
often a sign of intelligence.
Do you know how to read music?
Yeah.
Oh, you do? Well, that is a sign of
Yeah.
intelligence.
Hey, Howard.
I can read music.
Can you?
Tablature. That's close to music.
No, it's not.
That's not music.
Well,
Sal's a really talented guitar player, actually.
That gives me hope. Jason, do you say Scott DePace beat you on an online IQ
No,
test?
I don't know where he's getting this from. We never took an online IQ test. I walked into the back office one time, and he goes, "Sit in my computer, do this right now, do this right now." Some thing was triangles that took about 10 minutes, not even. So
Right.
I don't think that's an IQ test. And by the way, our scores were identical. So
Wrong. I was 20 points higher.
whatever, dude. If you want to take a test, let's take a test. I really have no fear.
I got a feeling. Who are you betting on that one, Robin?
I'm betting Jason.
Are you?
Yeah.
I might still go with DePace.
I don't know why you're thinking that way.
I don't know. I got a feeling with this DePace that I could win a lot of money on it.
Well, he
You
would
keep
be
riding that one.
Keep
Yeah.
riding that losing horse.
right
listen.
into the ground.
Scott knows a lot of stuff. He reads. He's definitely one of the more intelligent people in the office. But if you have a conversation with him or a debate and you see how he debates, you realize he's really not bright. Like, he can't take new information and apply it to knowledge that he already has and come up with some new way of looking at something or
can't
understanding.
synthesize.
Yeah, he can't. He knows what he knows,
You're
and that's
saying
it.
you can beat him.
I think so. I've never taken an IQ test before, so I don't know what's on those, but I believe
What college do you go to?
Rutgers.
Oh, yeah?
Good college.
Rutgers University, double majored, graduated
What was
with
your
honors.
major?
History and communications.
Communications. That's for morons.
I took it.
You failed in that department.
I took communications just so I get an internship here. So it wasn't that bad of a move.
Okay. I think I might still go with DePace after all of that.
Your money, man.
Go for it.
Your
'cause
money.
That's what I see about Scott I find.
How strongly do you feel about it? How much money would you really go on that?
I put $1,000
$1,000 on Jason over DePace.
Over DePace.
Hold on a second.
Whoa.
We got something
Give
going
me 1
on
second.
now. Even though Jason is a little
Hold on a
rat, I'm still going to bet on him.
Hey, DePace. Hey, DePace.
Money's safe, Howard. I'll kick his ass.
I just wanted to ask you a couple of questions.
Yeah.
All bullshit aside, if I go 1,000 on you, I'll be really pissed if I lose.
Yeah.
You really feel you can
I'll be
beat him?
pissed if I lose to that fat idiot.
You can do it, right?
I can do it. And Robin, I'll want a full apology from you too.
Apology? I haven't insulted you in any way.
No, after I beat him, you're going to have to apologize.
All right, I put 1,000 on DePace.
Do the Mets have to apologize to the Yankees?
Jason, you're upset that I'm going with DePace on this one?
No, listen, it's your money, bro. No, I'm actually a little bit more worried for Robin. Like I said, I've never taken this test before, but
you see?
I am. No, look,
You're cracking.
I'm not cracking. I'm going to take the test, and I'm going to kick ass
My
on
boy
it.
beat you by 20 points on the last test.
Oh, yes, the triangle
You're
thing from the internet.
You're believing what Scott DePace says.
I don't know. I'm going with this guy.
Go for
Howard,
it.
if I win, I get to see Robin's boobs. How about that?
But what does she get?
Yeah, what do I get if you lose?
You get the pleasure of my gaze.
Yeah, really. Oh, dude, if I win, that's all. You don't need a prize. You're just going to walk around here with an "I'm smarter than Scott DePace" t-shirt for the rest of my life.
Hi, Miranda. What's up? Miranda, go ahead.
Hi. Howard, I would like to give the test. I'm a math teacher.
Yeah, now I'm going to one of these places
that
that tests kids. Like, in other words, so there can be no bullshit.
Oh, you're not going to give it there at the studio?
No. I'm going to go to a real testing center. I'm telling you. Yes, Christian, go ahead.
Hey, Howard, how's it going? I'm a school psychologist. I give these things all day. I could give you guys the kind of gold standard and settle the score here.
Well, I'm going to go to a place so there's no sort of hijinks or people saying, "Oh, it wasn't real."
Yeah, people saying it's not a real test. We
Right.
don't want any arguments.
But do you give you know who I want you to give a psychological exam to? Ronnie, the limo driver. What kind of tests can you do for him?
I don't know if they've developed one yet.
Yeah, but I mean, isn't there like like if someone's insane or not?
Yeah, we could give them it's called the MMPI.
What is that?
Yeah, that could certainly measure for varying degrees of psychosis.
I don't know if you want to know the results.
Do you think Ronnie could pass that one?
No.
I say no.
But the IQ, yeah, I have the quote by a guy named Wexler. It's kind of the gold standard in IQ tests, and I give them all day long.
How long is that test?
I have an abbreviated one, probably about half an hour tops for each person. Like the real ones are about 2 hours.
John Hine was saying that he could administer the real one. That's what he used to do at his last job. But he said that those are could be 3 to 4 hours. But that is really the one.
That's the
that
gold
no one can dispute. If you take an abbreviated one, people go, "Oh, I took the short one."
Right.
There's one. You got to have the 3 or 4 hours. But it sounds like it's worth it.
So should we have Christian do
If
it,
we're
or should
betting
we?
this kind of money.
Should we have Christian do it? I mean, the guy's a school psychologist who actually administers the test.
Well, John, would John come in here? Because he's got an explanation of that there's a specific one. It's a different name, too.
Okay.
I've heard of Wexler.
I've heard the Wexler test, too. Hold on, Christian.
All right.
Because I just don't want
But
any
I like
shenanigans.
the independent, no caller, nobody with an axe to grind.
Right.
There's a few different like the Stanford Binet is a test that's very popular, but ultimately people are going to argue if they don't do well, it's the test's fault. And if they do really well,
So
clearly
that's why I'm
it's a
thinking,
clear-cut thing.
let's go to a testing center where the guys sit down, they're at a desk, there's no nonsense. Where would Christian where do you give the exam, Christian?
My office, but I could come in and you just need a quiet environment, so one-on-one situation. That's it. It's not a group administration.
Oh, you mean everyone can't take it at once?